Hello, my name's Robert Beck, a white South African. Um, there's a lot of talk what's going on in South Africa. A lot of people don't know if it's true because the truth is being hidden. The world isn't making a big deal of what's going on in South Africa. I think the world feels guilty because of the pressure they exerted on us to change to a black government. South Africa is at the moment in a horrific situation. I've got just one of the local newspapers here. This is the Pretoria News. It's one of the cities in South Africa. Have a look at the headlines. Okay, and there again, the bottom, the past year brought nearly 40,000 cases of murder, rape, and robbery. Now, this isn't just in one city. This isn't across the country. I think it's unfair. The world's pressurized South Africa, white South Africa, so much to change and give the black people a chance in South Africa. We did that, and now it's failing. The white South Africans can't just get on a plane and take off to greener pastures. A lot of South Africans are stuck in South Africa. They can't get citizenship in other countries, and there's nowhere for them to go. And the unfortunate thing is, it's not just the white South Africans that are being horrifically murdered and raped and their things stolen. It's the black South Africans as well. And it's I don't know. It's really it's shocking what's going on in South Africa. Violent crime and an upward swing. Every page you turn to, if you have a look at murders, hijackings, and house and business robberies are on the increase throughout South Africa. This was revealed when the annual SA Police Services 2006-2007 crime statistics were released in Pretoria yesterday. They say while crime is on the decrease, it's not. People don't report crime anymore. I was in South Africa 2 months ago, staying with my brother. There were about 5 or 6 people that I know that had been broken into in the period I was there, and they never reported it to the police. First of all, the police generally don't attend. If they do attend, they say it's your fault that you've been broken into. And the only time people would call the police is if they need a case number for insurance purposes. It's got so bad now that the insurance puts such an excess on your claim that it's not even worthwhile claiming through your insurance in South Africa anymore. So that doesn't even help. Here it says murders have increased by 2.4% from 18,548 in 2005-2006 financial year to 19,202 in the year 2006-2007 financial year. Aggravated robberies, 15% of the latest of all the latest financial year crime statistics increased by 4.6% from 119,726 to 126,558 over the same period. Now, there's nowhere else in the world that has these horrific crime statistics. The Iraqi people in Iraq, with all the horrible things going on there, have got more of a chance of surviving a year than a South African citizen. Here's another one. No red card needed over crime in 2010. That's the World Cup that's supposed to happen in South Africa in 2010. How can the government say no red card needed when there's so many murders? I spoke to an Irish guy yesterday. He was in South Africa, and him and a friend. His friend went to the auto bank to draw some money. They hadn't even been in South Africa for 8 hours. When he was trying to draw money, he was stabbed in the back, and all his money was stolen. He was horrified. He couldn't believe it. Not even 8 hours in the country. And the world's just turned a blind eye and pretends it's all going hunky-dory there. Well, it's not. And I really I cry for the South Africans. And we've got to absolutely use this government. It seems to me that the government wants the country to fail, because if you've got your whole infrastructure's collapsed, it's so much easier to exploit the wealth of the country. And South Africa's got a lot of wealth. There's a lot of gold. There's diamonds. There's uranium. There's everything. They've even got oil. So South Africa's got everything. Now, if they can make the whole country collapse like every other African country, they can exploit it. And they don't care anything for their people. You know, my mother runs a clinic in Zululand. Until last year she ran a clinic in Zululand for the African people. And, she said it's horrific. You know, the AIDS cases coming in there. When you go into the clinic, I've often visited my mother, you can actually smell the AIDS in the clinic. That's how bad it is. The people that have got AIDS quite badly give off quite a funny smell. I can pick it up immediately. And that's just one small little town in South Africa. Yeah. Anyway, so it looks like the world's just turned a blind eye and everything pretend that everything's okay. But I'll tell you what, to live in South Africa it's not a joke. It's scary. When you're sleeping at night, every little noise you go and you're trying to look out your window to see if someone's trying to get in. You lock. You've got the burglar guards all around your house. You've got security fencing. They jump over that very easily. When I was staying with my brother, we actually locked the doors, the security doors inside the house. So if they got in, at least we might have a chance to slip out through the back door or something and try and run away, because there's nothing else you can do. You try and phone the police, and often they don't even come. So, we left on our own, and I think it's a cheek that the world has turned a blind eye on South Africa and pretend everything's all right when it's not. Anyway, chat some other time. Cheers.